Okay, we're going to unbox an HDC-TM700. Sometimes people ask me what kind of camera that I use to shoot my video blog and the videos on our YouTube channel. Usually I use a Sony EX1, which is kind of a crazy good, expensive, professional camera, but it also weighs about 5 pounds. I like to use these consumer cameras like this Panasonic when traveling out and about because they're lightweight, and the flagship camcorders produce an excellent image quality. And this is a flagship camcorder that really is bridging the gap between consumer and prosumer. Here we see HD Writer A 2.1. They put the software on top. I will probably never use that software. And then there is the trusty owner's manual. I may use the owner's manual as a reference guide. Next up, we have a nice little lens hood that will screw in the front of the video camera. Also inside the box, AV cables. Note that those are not HDMI or mini HDMI cables, but component cables. Next up, an AC power cord. The power cord connects to something, which we'll see later. Here we have the remote control, a nice, lightweight, but full-featured remote control. And then there's what the AC power cable connects to. A proper battery charger. I'm happy to see that the AC adapter slash battery charger is separate from the camera. That means we can be using the camera while charging an extra battery at the same time. Next up, the battery. I'm told that we can receive about 2 hours of typical use with the camera using the supplied battery. Next up, we have the cold accessory shoe. The accessory shoe actually snaps into a side slot on the TM700. I was a little concerned about this at first, but it's a particularly sturdy shoe. There are no issues whatsoever with its use. And let's see, there we had another additional power cable. Here's a stylus. This stylus can be used to touch the touch screen of the camera. I seriously doubt I will ever use it, because that's the kind of thing that gets lost almost immediately. Finally, we have the bad boy. Wrapped in its protective bubble wrap, the HDC-TM700. You gotta love these model names. And here it is. It's a good looking camera. The color of the camera is stated to be black, and it is mostly black, although one side looks a little bit gray to me. It's got a nice 3-inch LCD screen, leather strap, and it's lightweight. The camera weighs only about a pound, and so you can carry it around all day. It's small enough so that it would probably fit in your average coat pocket if you wear a large coat. Oh, one other thing, USB cable. We'll conclude with another look at the camera itself. Around the end of the lens, you'll see a silver ring circumnavigating the camera. The silver ring is a manual control ring, which you can use to control settings such as iris and shutter. You'll notice the cold accessory shoe bracket is mounted on the side. It's actually very sturdy once it's in its mount. Tripod mount is slightly offset towards the LCD side of the camera. There is a viewfinder, which is nice these days on a consumer camcorder. Inside the camera, we can see the 3-inch LCD, and also there's a button for the 60p mode, and an additional slot for an SD memory card that you could use in addition to the built-in 32 gigabytes of memory. There's also a connection for HDMI and for other component cables. And by the way, if you're seeking the on-off button, oddly enough, it's located here. And finally, there's a cooling fan located in this space. And so that's what's in the box. If you want to see some videos that have been shot with this camera, and you have any interest in travel and camping, be sure to check out our website, Long Long Honeymoon HDC-TM700K.